The kick with a leg. Puts a lid on it. How good's this game? Oh, it's a beauty. We're getting everybody having a crack. I was pretty impressed with the Callahan knock-on. It was a tight ball in the centre. He jumped in. He's winning the St. Louis Cup at the present time in this term. Just have a look at this ball. Goes down both in there. Callahan, very clever, gets it to green. Who really misses a target. And another look at it. Very clever. Gave it to Tom Green on a platter. Tom doesn't normally miss targets, and I was wondering whether Cadman was going to slip over, but he took a big enough arc to keep his feet.
3 goals in 4 minutes. The leader swung on each of them as breaks. The Giants back up by 5. Handball away to Callahan to Ware. Now out to Whitfield. Dabs the kick wide, and Brown hucks it to his chest. Giants playing for a home final.
Got McCarty in a one-on-one.
Out to half forward. Carries the pack. Sinclair darting back. Got it to Hill. Away to Wilkie. Goes back to Sinclair. Across the body. Out to the back flank.
Is that a tunnel?
Yeah, he's blocked. But he's run blocked. Sorry.
No, I like block run.
Free kick for Kel Brown.
Yeah. He just knew he wasn't going to reach it. And Stocker, so he tried to take his opponent's run away. You still got to make an attempt to get back to the drop of the ball. You just can't block.
He's gone back like he's going to have the ping here from...
Oh, it's a massive kick when he gets on it. Yeah. The explosive capacity he has, even in his kicking.
See the man on the mark, still a long way outside 50, so Callum Brown with the home run drop punt. Right to the line. The umpire says keep rolling. Sinclair and Garcia working out the defence for the Saints.
Hammers it long, Taylor's under it, and he's beaten by Sharman. That's great defence by St Kilda. I mean, that is obviously on the line, and to not concede even a behind and get it away is fantastic work. Huge moment, huge. Himmelberg, good grab. Chips it back, Nick Dalcetta.
Yeah, Mateus Filippo is done for the day. He's unfortunately hurt his calf. We know he's had a limited pre-season and a limited season regarding games, so he's done for the day. Jackson McRae is in.
Ash on the run. That cost beaten. Unbelievable. Flyers go up. That's a quick set of heels. If you can look around, you've got 2 runners in your wake, eating your dust, and you just wrist a towel. He's close to being electric fast. Yes, he's fast, but he's not the fastest in the comp. But what he does do, he holds that top-end speed of his for longer than just about anyone else, can he? He goes 80, 90 metres. Oh, chewing on the mud coming off his sprints. Callahan rolls it to the pocket, and we'll get a ball in.
3 of the last 4 goals in the game for the Giants after falling behind by more than a goal.
Pulls away from that. He stands at the top of the 50 now. It's Windhager in his own space out the back of the contest by himself.
Step forward for the Giants. Giants trying to get it out of there. Another ball up, another stoppage.
So Callahan pulls away. What he's trying to do is reduce the numbers. He thinks Windhager's running with me. If I go out, he'll follow me. 1 less at the stoppage, less congestion.
Marshall palms it down. Here's Jones just trying to pick it up as it slips between his legs. Nutmegged himself. Sinclair and Hill get it out of defence for the Saints. Wood reaching over the top. Ball's allowed to bounce. Iden got it to Callahan.
That's so clever.
Back over his head and back in the wrong direction. Iden goes to ground trying to jump on top of it. Langan and Miller got it out. Good try. Higgins retreats. Hall spun around. Iden met immediately. Desperate footy. Whitfield trying to work it through a number of bodies. Got it to Callahan. Off his knees. Langan and Miller taken down. Callahan with the follow-up. And now it's out of play. And Finn's not happy with that with his draft classmate.
That's Keeler. He actually touched the ball on the ground when he was in the tackle. which technically should be holding the ball because you're bouncing it.
Yeah.
She's gone up a gear this game. The Saints players know they've got a quarter and 4 minutes left. And they've got the whole summer to overcome whatever knocks and bruises they get out of this. Ash with the speed. So the 1-2 is always on with Lockie Ash. Sometimes the 1-2-3. Heads out wide to Weir. Pops it to Brown.
He always kicks to space, Lockie Ash, when he's coming off that half-back line, allowing the recipient to run into it rather than sticking it on his head, making a contest.
He's 12th in the AFL for possessions per game this year. Lockie Ash off the spiel. Toby Green. Goal square. Krzyzewski. The big crew. Up the middle. Sprinkler. He was on his lonesome.
Once again, the IQ of Toby Green. How many blokes just at the top of the 50 that far out want to have a look at the goals and take the set shot? He knows that there's a man goal side of his opponent. He's already surveyed the forward line ahead of him. So it's 2 steps, barely 2 steps. Throw it on the boot, pack it forward to his advantage.
A career high 3 goals last week. He's maxed out with 3 so far today.
And he's had another couple of shots as well. He's a very fine young prospect, this young fellow, and another good pickup by the Giants recruiting staff. Getting out the back. It's a couple of times now he's done that, but the kick from Green sets it up. We'll see it unfold here. Brad Hill with Toby Green. It's a one-on-one. And the kid, nice little handball to Toby Green from the youngster. Just got on the other side of Brad Hill.
They sensed the moment, didn't they, the Giants?
Oh, yeah. Might put the fear of God into him if Toby just takes Brad Hill to the goal square by himself.
From 8 points down earlier in the quarter, the Giants kicking 4 of the next 5 in the game. Up by more than a kick themselves now, and we'll do it all again in the middle.
That's one of his great strengths, Wanganeen Miller. It's fantastic to watch. He holds his opponent with one hand and drags him with the other. That time he didn't get it away. This time he does, almost.
Snotted. He's Iden. Held up by Higgins. Another stoppage.
Noga had like a left cross onto the chest of Ralston then.
Riccardi. First hands on it. Higgins looking for a free. He's going to get one. And the back underneath all of that, it's Windhager, in fact, that drew the free.
Yeah, they've had each other.
Hands it off towards Wanganeen Miller. What can he find inside 50? The chase affects the kick.
Yep.
And then Brown's hurried out by Trevelyan.
Wasn't it good pressure by Ralston? It was, yeah. Yeah, he's winning me each moment I see him perform. Well, you can see why he's holding his spot to him. Yeah, and he's giving him a back ball as well. He swung over onto him now.
Yeah, it's still out, the back slam tackle. If you roll them and their back hits the deck, Ralston probably a bit cooked, though. He tried to go off the deck, and this one might be Wanganeen Miller's.
It's not against Ralston. He's pleading his innocence, but it's not him. I think we'll see him kick it out of the air too many more times.
So what's Naz going to do here? Spins the ball in his hand, has a look around, pokes to the pocket, sees the lead on. Giants have the numbers there waiting for it. Marshall feeds it in. Boxall dropped the tackle. He dropped one. And there's that back slam from Callaghan. They've lifted their intensity, the Giants. They kicked the last couple of goals of this game in the shadows of three-quarter time, looking to go in with a lead with a quarter to play.
Pretty generous there, the umpires, on that disposal. There's a good tackle.
Forward 50 stoppage for the Saints. Marshall, straight down to Taylor though, got it out of there momentarily. Stocker. Back inside the forward arc he comes. Deep entry. Is there a mark? Sharman, fair piece of it. Kilda goes. And these Saints are higher.
Well, without Cooper Sharman launching himself at that ball, caring not for his own safety, that ball gets marked by the Giants backman. And Big Keeler doesn't get the front and centre crumb. What he was doing in the front was beyond me anyway. But you take your chances when they present. So what's Xiaomi? He just moves so much.
Yeah, he didn't let Taylor get set at all for the intercept. He went back with the flight of the ball.
Got motion forward as well, Keeler. And he was trying to do the right thing. He edged under the ball there by Leclerc.
Looks like being a super finish for game one, a super Sunday between these two. A minute left. Tom Green just pulls it forward. Sinclair, Boxall, Stocker, pokes it right. Marshall worked hard to get there on Riccardi, who's rocking against him at the moment. Down the line, but way too wide. Wilson's marked that maybe on the line. The whole of the ball has to be across the whole of the line. The Windhager, clock ticking down. They can take the lead back here. Thumps at top of the square. Who's the leaper? Ball flies to the back. Harvey Thomas, he knew he had the boundary line as his friend, and he knew he had Zach Jones, who wasn't. 26 seconds from three-quarter time. The Giants can still finish top four, or they can get a home final from fifth or sixth if they win this game. The Saints, 1 quarter left, their season's done. Marshall, little flick back. Wilson, around his body, he's got it, and they lead. You've got to be careful who you invite into your house these days. The Saints threatening to spoil the party.
Great tap.
Yeah, it was. That's there the dangerous spot, is if the opposition give you the rear of the stoppage and you can flick it out there, well, you're going to be running, obviously, onto the goal. Let's have a look. There's the space. It's all open.
Totally deliberate, the tap to that area.
Yep. It just wasn't covered off enough by Connor Wright, and he should have been in there and just shutting that space down. Didn't read it quickly enough. Too late. Shouldn't have been tackling her. There should have been smothering. So great goal by the Saints.
It's a fun time to be a Saints supporter, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Up and about.
3-goal game for Darcy Wilson, equals his career best.
So the Saints wingers are right to the right-hand side of your screen. They're just going to try and shut this down from here.
Rechange number 5. Callahan, hand pass in the middle of the ground. Clever off the deck. O'Halloran got it out. Now Tom Green. The high bomb forward. His time will expire here on this opening term. And St Kilda, with a quarter to go in their year, a point in front. And they are out to shake the 8 again. GWS playing for a home final at some stage. If they get a draw tonight, it could even be as good as top 4. They've got it all to play for, GWS. 1 quarter left in their season, and after 4 league changes in that third term, who knows what we're in for on the run home. Final quarter coming up next.
All right, folks, I tell you what, we have a ring-a-ding-ding game here right now. We've got 1 quarter to go. The Giants have got, they've got pretty much so much to play for. They're playing for a home final. That's right, they are playing for a home final, the Giants. If they can win this, they'll probably end up 5th on the ladder. Just having a look at that. Where is it? I know I've got it somewhere. There it is. Let me move it over there. There is that's not the live ladder, is it? 60. Let me just try and reload that up for everyone. No, there we go. 60, 23. Well, I thought it was 24. There we go. Oh, we'll check on him with that later. All right, let me go back over here. Let's have a look at the goal scorers and possession getters for the game. Boston, Prisoner. Hey, how you going? How you doing? What's going on? Addy G, chummy. What's happening? Super Sunday. I tell you what, we've got a couple of fantastic games coming up, of course. Western Bulldogs, Freo. Brisbane Hawthorn, going to be some cracking games coming up after this. Stay tuned for that. Darcy Wilson, 3 goals there, leading the table for St Kilda. 3 straight goals. Cooper Sharman with 2. Paloppo also with 2 with Lance Collard. Isaac Keeler with 1. That's it for the Saints and the 4 GWS Giants. Grueski with 3. Tops the table with them. Toby Green with a couple. Harvey Thomas, Roston, Darcy Jones, Himmelberg, and Bedford with 1. Let's have a look at the disposal getters. Lockie Ash tops the table there with 25. Freo, better get my beanie and scarf. Yeah, you better get your beanie and scarf, Freddie. Get that happening. I think we're all going to be cheering there for Freo to win today. Finn Callahan, 23. Jack Sinclair, the best for St Kilda on 22. Wanganeen Miller, the $2 million man, I think he is, isn't he? He's up to 20 today. Wait until see what he does in the final quarter. Should be pretty good. You should join the AFL commentary because you sound like BT. Oh, BT. That BT. You know what? Some people have said it sounds like DJ Mike on the radio. I don't know. I know they're pretty good, though. They're pretty good. There we go. Harry Himmelberg up to 15. He's kicked a goal. 8 and 7 for him. Bradley Hill on 14. Tell you what, we've got a cracking game here. Who's going to win this? It's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Toby Green, there we go. As I said, 11 disposals for him. 2 goals, 1. 2 goals, 1 for him. I want to get back and have a look at that other one. Geez, I tell you what, I thought when they showed the live ladder on screen, they were up to 64. I don't know what's going on with that ladder. You got the same Aussie accent by the radio. There we go. Yeah, a little bit, I think. There we go. Sound all good stuff. They are your 8. Let's just have a quick look at the team stats. I just want to see what's happening over here as it loads up. My gosh, that's slow loading up. There it is. It's the Giants. They're plus 40 or plus 35 disposal counts overall. Just looking at those inside 50s. Is that right? Yeah, it could be right. Hey, hang on, folks. I want to load this up again. I want to make sure that's correct because that seems low. 28 inside 50s for the Giants, 17 scoring shots. So they're doing well. Every time they get inside forward 50, looking pretty dangerous. St Kilda, 39 inside 50s, getting plenty of ball down there for 18 scoring shots. Free kick count, 12 to 13. I want to have a look at the tackle count as always, as we do. The clearance section, it's pretty even there, 32-33. Giants getting the best out of the centre, though. 12 to 7. Stoppages, Saints, 26-20. Contest possession, there we go. The Saints doing better there. They're plus 11. Rossi Lyon will be very happy with that. I just want to have a quick look at the tackle count. Where's the tackle count? Because as we always say, your tackle count's got to be high. And, of course, that's what both of these teams are doing. Great to see, 52-47. Good to see a game that's actually got pressure in it for a change. Saints, though, 15-4. Inside forward, 50 tackles. Tell you what, the Saints certainly look like a different team, don't they? Certainly look like a different team. Look like they've got, could look like they have a bright season next year ahead. But this worm tells a story. The Giants came out running, got to about 22-point margin, was their biggest lead. And then that third quarter, well, the Saints hit the lead by around about 8 points. Of course, the Giants hit back, got to about 11 points. And then St Kilda, bang, bang, got the next couple in front. As we know, St Kilda have been coming home strong in their games. Well, I tell you what, this could be an upset, folks. This could be an upset in the making. I'm going to double check that ladder in a second because I want to see if that's actually correct. I thought the ladder was a little bit different. There we go. 15, 8, 18, 23, 23. That's right. Well, I thought the Giants were up to third. No, I thought the Giants were on fourth. There we go. Anyway, we'll have a look at the ladder later. All right, hey, that's enough for me. You got $20 on Freo. Tell you what, there'll be good odds out there today, Freo. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Freo get up. Nice to see them finally make the finals. All right, let's get back down to the action. It's the Saints by a point. Can they hang on and cause an upset?
Of which there's been 11. And the Giants have been restricted from their 14 change to just 1 goal. So they've done a really good job tactically. They've just got to at least break even around this stoppage.
Final term underway. Saints by a point. Equation simple for the Giants. If they want a home final, they got to win. Off the square comes Garcia. Long kick inside the forward 50. Taylor hands to it. Swatted down by Xiaomi, but the Giants will come away with it. On Leah to Whitfield. He kicks wide to Toby Green. Here he is. As Nicky Dell called out, can he again drag the Giants over the line?
He's having to work pretty wide and long and far to get a touch, though.
Talu intercepts. Need to have a Rising Star nomination in season as Dwayne mentioned earlier, still eligible for next year. Short to Windhager, does a full 360. Now to half forward, Keyless up in the pack, not the B. He comes down the way of Whitfield. He does his own spin move. Dabs it further afield to the ruckman, Briggs.
Hands it off. The running carry's not his thing, but it's Whitfield's thing. Pumps it towards half forward. Brown is down by Wilkie. Does that so well. Uses his body, his smarts, his experience, and now he's skilled to Wilson. Takes off down the spine. He's got Marshall the running carry. Windhager had to give it back. Marshall gave it back beautifully to Wilson. The dance step, and now the handoff. Can they finish it all off? Hall lost the handle. Alier goes and gets it. Steele got him out of the congestion. Keeler feeds it wider. Sharman hands it back. Wilson again. Blasts it. Goal square. Fonte. Higgins. Got 3 to beat Higgins. Passes his way to make sure that it stays in the area and stays alive. Well played, Jack.
Had a chance to knock it through for the points. Under pressure, didn't do so. So they're right under the heat. The Saints are going just the better at the moment.
Already with their nose in front, deep forward here. Tom Green, sweeping hand pass, cops it up. Sinclair to Steele. Steele goes back by hand. Hill keeps retreating. Stocker. Going in reverse and Kilda. Back to Caminiti. Now the forward 50 kid. Into the pocket. Up his wing and Miller. But Callahan sharks it from him, the flying Finn.
Well, that was a great mark. Expected Taylor to bob up there, but it was Finn Callahan. Let's have another look at this mark.
192 centimetres, Finn Callahan.
He goes long down the wing here off the back of Caminiti. There's a free kick for a block advantage applied, and here goes the orange tsunami. Jones over the top towards Bedford, kicks to centre half forward. Toby's all alone. Toby measures the sticks, shoots, puts the Giants in front.
When you yelled trouble, Jared, I thought you were suggesting that he didn't recognise the St Kilda player getting to him. He knew he was there for every step.
He must have.
He just surveys everywhere before he gets the ball, and he knows where the danger is. Once again, we see that moment where the Giants can, the critical moment here, that's the contest, gets to the outside with speed now.
It just goes to show the importance of that mark deep by Callahan, and then that contested ball won. And Toby Green has done it again and potentially goes into the middle.
And the restart, Briggs. Go to run by Wangan Miller. Anglin came in, upped off it. Ralston collects, pops and throws. Cadman.
Still running Marshall down still. Big collision, hobbling.
Push and shove in the middle as well. You can see.
Oh, he's in a lot of pain.
So will they stop play here, do you think?
Yeah, he got up and he's now gone back down again onto his haunches, the big ruckman.
Had a career best here of 6 a few weeks ago. And he slams it into the post.
And Marshall making his way from the ground. He can barely move. It was a huge clash because Briggs was down for a split second. And Marshall just slowly making his way to the near side.
Let's have a look in the centre here. And fell on his ankle.
Dangerous kick out, it's coming back. Jones to Ash, hand pass away to Anglin. Kicks the Giants back inside 50. Brown's up strong, not the B.
Well, Marshall's just waved off the doctor and the physio, and now he's slowly limping into the defensive. No, he's changed his mind. He's now coming from the ground.
He might have got vetoed his decision. The doctor might have said, no, you're going to have a break during this quarter anyway. Let's find out during that break. Make that break now.
Forward 50 stoppage for the Giants. Briggs with the hit out. Anglin tries to get a hand pass out of there. Boxall picks it off to Steele under pressure. Tom Green has a go himself, trying to bend it back. Right to the line. Riccardi can't quite reel it in. It's probably too early in the quarter, but I think it's, as they say in the classics, handy point.
Take him when you can get him. Sinclair inside. That's a good kick. Wangan Miller, and he's off and running. Straight down the spine to Wilson, puts the jets on, has the speed, has the class. Awesome.
Well, that was just 3 great kicks. One to set up Wanganeen Miller. He took the centre corridor, and Wanganeen Miller's kick to the man on screen who delivered it. Pretty simple, isn't it? 3 kicks from basically full back.
The one thing about this, I mean, Darcy Wilson, that's his 4th. That's an awesome effort. Congratulations, young man. But if I'm a St Kilda supporter, yeah, we know Messiah Wanganeen Malira, his signature is so important. It's kids like this. This kid can seriously play. This is your future.
He can't believe it, the coach. Their defence has been just separated too many times off that half-back line.
This boy is going to elevate himself up the lists in the next coming years. He is a serious player.
Career best 4 for him. 6 lead changes, 5 in the second half. As Keeler kicks wide for St Kilda. Boxall trying to trap it. Jones gets himself involved, slips the tackle. Hand pass broken up by McRae. Briggs.
Good pressure, St Kilda.
Himmelberg got it out towards Ash. Tumbles a kick down to half forward. Bouncing footy in front of Sinclair. He collects. He jab step trying to evade the tackler. Got it away towards Keeler against the boundary line. McRae settles it down. The kick finds Boxall, who marks on halfway.
And our Saints fans roaring. Taylor, the intercept mark specialist. Hands it off. Jones. Everything under pressure at the moment. Sharman. Oh, good second. This is set up.
He gave it a handball, but he nailed the tackle.
Yeah. There's a knockdown off that handball by Darcy Wilson.
On green. He may want to trouble the spine now. O'Halloran to Ash. The dance step on Hill. And the long launch. He's got Brown out the back. Big punch away by Taru. Gets it to the line. And again, those points. How big are they going to be?
Giants win, they get a home final. There's even an equation if there's a draw later tonight in that Hawthorn game against the Lions. We could even finish top 4.
You got an equation if there's a draw in this?
That's a good question.
Don't ask the logical questions, Dwayne.
Not a half game for the Giants at this stage of the season. Here's Sinclair, kicks to centre half forward. Wanganeen Miller up. It eludes him here. Ralston, clever tap to Ash, coughs it up. Wilson feeds it to Hall to change the game. He pops it through. And these Saints are held bent on shaping the 8.
Well, their energy's just been, outside of the first 15 minutes, their energy has been superb, Dermot.
Yeah.
The pressure. This game has sort of oscillated based on the pressure reading, and they are bringing it in this last quarter.
Pick up this young man's been called.
Yeah, he's been terrific.
On the live ladder, they've just jumped Carlton.
Well, he's had a fantastic year, Hall. And again, Darcy Wilson, Dermu, whose praises you've sung, was involved with a pretty clever handball.
Marshall continues to fight on. Hurt moments ago. Got the whole summer to get over it after this 14 minutes. He's done. Briggs. Tom Green tries to feed it on. Jones doing exactly what he was doing. Ash playing in front. Position A. Again, the 1-2. Tom Green over the head of Krzyzewski. Big ball to win. The Brew pokes it to the pocket. Bedford and Taru. The Viking flying in at the right time.
Got to make this another goal on the board here. They have to travel the ball from one end to the other here, the Saints, if they really want to put that little gap on them. Callahan, and Whitfield are on the bench taking a breather. He'll come back full of running.
Halloran stopped in his tracks. 7 lead changes, 2 in the final term already. With the lion's share of it to go.
Steve Saw. Ryan Marshall on that ankle.
Reaching over the top, Sinclair got it out to McRae. Kicks up to the wing. Sharman. Geez, so good overhead.
He's been a handful for Sam Taylor.
We just did to Sam Taylor what Sam Taylor does to most, and that's just give a gentle push out.
34 goals for the year for Cooper Sharman. Oh, the kick's very wide, and Leah picks it off. Straddling the boundary line. And the Giants back the other way, down 4.
It's an impressive grab. I see why people are interested in signing him up.
What was that? Garcia, he's turned it over. That's going to hurt. Wilson on his lonesome. You must not know that, me. I got 5. Yeah, I got 5.
Well, that one was gift wrapped. And Darcy has had to spend a bit of time down in the reserves. VFL has come back and really has found some form over the last couple of weeks.
Watch Harry's head. He just drops it straight away. Tries to rectify it, chasing to the goal square. Oh, Harry Himmelberg drops his hand. I wonder what Adam Kingsley did. Oh, that's not the time to deliver your worst kick of the game.
23-5. What a day for Darcy Wilson, a career best outing in front of the sticks, and maybe just overall. Giants got it going forward. O'Halloran under Thomas to Toby Green. Game-changing. Snap is good. Toby will not let this team surrender.
Yeah, he had a bit of help with a half a dozen little handballs. It was a good finish by Toby, but the kid with the lead once again, he gets involved. And this is just hacked forward, and then it's a ground ball win. Who's going to win the ground ball? Jones was dealt with. There's the boy. There's the lid. He was involved. Good hands there. And Toby smart enough just to open it up and goal. Yeah, another great finish by the captain. A couple of fumbles involved, but the boy with the headgear continues to fire.
Stockton did the job. Try and shut down the game changer, Toby Green. One kick game. 12 and a half minutes left.
Oh, clever.
Windhager gets it back, and the dance step was nice. He part of the seas and plants his foot into it. Sharman can't jump, and Hildeberg, he owes him one. Game 200 for Harry.
Jack Steele's little backhand.
450.
Oh, yeah. Jack Steele's backhanded tap. The ground level ball was just so clever. You don't have to take possession to get it to advantage.
He's always going to give that to Callahan, who sends it in the Camden direction. Got up there with a tackle stop. Oh. Caught. Was that a handball? Where? Bang! Bang! In a back. They're back in front.
It's a serious game, Joe. It's a great game to watch, though. Great game to watch. Into footy. And he really, when you saw him come at this, he said, thank you, God, for giving me an opportunity to address the worst kick in my career. A little push in the back there, Kaplan. You're just going to have to deal with those. But this is good footy at the ground, on the ground again.
Big Callahan, once again, just involved. Cut straight off the bench. He's had a breather. When he's on the ground, he'll make things happen. He gets involved in that chain. Callum Brown,
Good clearance.
Giants on top, 2-point game, and lead change number 8. Free kick in the middle, it's going Where's Way, and the Giants will get it again.
that's actually what was in the finish. This is a good contest, wasn't it? Can kick it weird. He spots it up beautifully.
Left foot up, one of the 5 in today for the Giants. Down to half forward. And Green's bowled over, he's getting a free.
6 scores from 7 entries in this term. They just are under fire, St Kilda, and they're incapable of stopping it if it goes in there.
If he'll invent something on the mark here. If he gets enough space here, he might try and step in.
What a performance. 4 goals from him. He lays this up to full forward. Catman leaps in the pack. Brown again. Head pass back to the top of the goal square. Riccardi off his non-preferred misses.
Had a nice shimmy fake step there before he went on to the left.
One coach a little more nervy than the other. St Kilda began the day 12th. A chance to win 5 games in a row to finish their season in style. Stocker runs, pumps it towards the winger. Leaves in a good spot. Through his hands, ball through his hands. Xiaomi, a toe in danger, according to the umpire. Still good at it, as Whitfield was about to pick it up. They found a gear here, the Giants. 2 goals in 2 minutes to take the lead back. The Fonte, and they like it in his hands. To Harry. He's got a panic ahead of him. He wants to have a little run. Time comes at him. Casual bounce. Just gets 60 on it. And Wanganeen Miller kills it to the boundary for a reset. And he's cramping a little, or is that knee? Well, I'm hoping it's cramp. We're all praying it's cramp. And the umpire's stopping the play, so
It's not cramp. His toes are pointed backwards, downwards.
okay,
If
so
that's cramp, you won't get out of that.
So the umpire, you doubt, would stop play for cramp. So will they just stop play here? They're about to throw it in his area, and they do stop play for serious injuries.
He's going back down here. Watch here. Watch his. Oh, that looked like cramp there. But then
So he wouldn't stop play for cramp necessarily. He's rubbing his thighs if
it's in quad. Whatever it is, it's in his quad, not his usual hamstring.
it's a big call this. It's a long way to come off if it's 17 or 18. He has a bit of
Pickle juice
juice to get him going. So
That would suggest it's cramp.
that's right. And he didn't consume a lot of it, but yeah, it does suggest that it's only cramp, if I can say that. And let's get going.
Everybody exhales. 3-point game. What a game of 40. 8 lead changes already. Boxall to steal. Close to the boundary line, out of play.
Yeah, 99% of the time we get cramp, it's in the calf or the hamstring, and if you point your toe downwards, that exacerbates the cramp. So he was doing that, but it's just learned. Well, we're pretty sure we've learned that it's a cramp in his quad.
Hobbling through the 50 at the moment for the Saints. Windhager. Stopped in his tracks.
And you spot on Naz is coming from the ground on the near side. So all St Kilda supporters can just breathe just for a moment.
What a performance again from the Saints. Winners of 4 in a row, trying to make it 5 on the bounce to end the year. And seemingly little to play for. And they're out to shape the 8 again today with the Giants' home final hopes resting on this result.
Windhager back over onto Finn Callahan.
Up goes Riccardi, palms it down. Higgins charges through. What a hand pass out towards Windhager. Now to Hall. Goal mover. Just got it away. Where? Out to Ralston. To half forward for the Giants. Krzyzewski over his head. Travaglia leading back for it. Still alive. Max is going to have a second go. Wilkie comes across to calm it down as he so often does and finds the safety of the boundary line.
Just became the roadblock there, Cal Wilkie. You're not coming any further. He lined the ball.
He's one of those guys who doesn't get a rest. Plays 100% of game time quite often. You can't afford to have him off. Marshall kicked that out of the ruck. You can't mark your own kick, even if it does travel 15. Ralston, Harry to the goal square. The fists come. And through. Now the behind.
That rule should be addressed, Blaine.
You think if you can kick it more than 15 and mark yourself?
If you can travel that far, that quickly, good luck to you.
Little chip and chase.
To Gary Owen.
He's Sinclair with the kick-out duties. Strung together another sensational year. 9th rated player in the conference. Longer the wing. It's back inside 50. Sinclair has another go off the back flank. On out to Windhager. He's mowed down, holding the ball.
That's an attacking spoiler, wasn't it, by Lepperlier to get it back inside 450. Put pressure on the St Kilda backman.
Well, we know he's got the distance.
Yes. He doesn't want to take the look here, though. Swings it across the ground to Whitfield.
These are beautiful kicks.
I'll try to the open side. Is there a mark in the pocket? Taylor finds the safety to the boundary line.
It was an interesting call by Brown not to go for it because a point is no good to him. It gives the ball back to St Kilda. So if you don't think you got the distance, don't just kick a point to the line. You hand it straight back.
You got the latest on Wanganeen, Miller Dell.
I'm about 25 metres from him. He's laying on his back, getting both quads massaged as we speak. So hopefully that's a sign that it was just a cramp.
Benson on the angle. Across the face. Well, Dow's part of the staff. He can give him a rub himself. Get down there and give him a hand, Dal.
Well, I helped chipped in for his wage as well. We had to get him up to the number that he wanted, but he's been an absolute star and a pleasure to watch this year.
Tom Green's take on the at the ground level there, absorb the tackle, hands are clear, and then deliver accurately was just wonderful.
Wilkie comes wide with the kick and intercepted by Thomas.
Don't tell him off, Hilly. Better contest by you. That's what's required.
Thomas looks inside a crowded forward 50. Off the head of Cademan on the way down. Still a live ball. Jones runs into Tom Green. He's held up.
Oh, shit.
Holding the ball. And Green rewarded.
If you look at Tom Green in this tackle, he keeps trying to nab away at the right arm of Jones, so he cannot get that clenched fist of the right arm to the ball to handball away. It is such a clever tackle. Watch him on screen here. Hold. Try and hold him again by the bicep. Try and get him again. Enough time for the umpire to say that's too long.
I think ultimately Jones was looking for the stoppage, or because he couldn't see someone to give it to, and he had the right hand through. He could have nailed it.
Big time kick here for Tom Green. He's virtually 1 in 2 this season. And he's scoring shots. He comes in. The drop punt. He's good. And the big sound of the home final is getting louder.
Still good time. The odds show us this game is still on. Not until the team gets to 100 does the odds really severely turn against the chasing team. So the Giants are still at 97 points. There's time for the Saints if they're capable of getting a couple of quick centre clearances. Great tackle by Big Tom.
No need to tell Saints fans, 11 points the margin. You can kick 2 goals in 8 seconds these days. There's still 7:36 left.
Is he on the ground though? No, he's still on the bench.
The last 6 scores for the Giants from the restart. Both Ruckman dance the dance. Umpire says no, not paying it to either. Jones goes low, feeds it out to the fresh sub McRae, Stocker, Windhager, playing the game of his life.
He's had a really good last month. He had a good season, Windhager.
Heads long, who's going to be the jumper? Himmelberg could have gone for the big screen with safety first in game 200. Once upon a time, he might have flown for mark of the year. But there's a bit on the line here.
7 free kicks for holding the ball against St Kilda. None for the Giants at this stage.
And multiple times today where it felt like the Giants were about to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, and the Saints hung around. Giants the last 3. St Kilda doing that again. And here's Max Hall.
McRae doing what he's done so well for so long, though. Clearance work, got free, and hit a target inside 50.
He actually recognised he had 2 seconds maybe to just sum it up. Don't panic, all that experience.
Yeah.
And he dab kicked it over the top to this young man who, once again, 1 goal today. Another chance to add to his goal tally.
Mid-season draft last year. Was dropped by Box Hill in 2023 before Poland, and ended up being a mid-season recruit the following year. What a season he's strung together. And it ain't done yet.
Well, it's a great goal. He's been one of the stories of the year. And based on what you just told us, Corbin, Box Hill must have had a hell of a team back there.
They Played every single game, debuting in round one against the Crows.
See, that's a great kick. He's worked that so well, Bob. He was at the stoppage.
And Jack McRae coming on as a sub. It's a bit of a surprise to some that he's the sub. He's top 6 in the AFL for clearances this year. So no surprise he was able to clear that and find a target.
Wanganeen Malira back on the ground.
And going forward, just trying to save a little bit of those legs and preventing the cramp again.
They're a goal from taking the lead back, the Saints. Clearance is huge. Tom Green, the clearance beast, gets it towards Toby Green. Sinclair against the grain. Caminiti, he had Hill, caught, shrugged. Caminiti, Sinclair with some poise.
Big brilliant Sinclair.
He's their All-Australian superstar. Two-time All-Australian, two-time BNF. And here's the fresh McRae. Hits another target, lace out. Sharman threatening to take the lead back to the pocket. Higgins couldn't mark it. O'Lear, Ash. It's a kick and hope. Sharman's about to go up and get it and send it back. 5.5 minutes left to McRae. Everybody takes a breath.
Mason Woods. Oh, push over in the goal square.
He pulls the kick. Taru's pushed forward and Jones! It didn't get its way to Taru or Marshall. And Zach Jones for the lead back. So Rossline sending them all. We're going to win this game, even if it means losing by 3 goals. All or nothing now. Leave nothing in the tank. Their last game of the season. All hands on deck. And it is a behind.
Four-point game. Still one score in it. Goes to the back pocket for Himmelberg.
I still think the Giants have to score to win this game.
Himmelberg, long down the line. The Giants playing for a home prelim. Cadman hands to it. Shoveled Mark's good.
And it's a strong Marks, a one-on-one. Had 2 grabs, but so important just to release the pressure.
Cadman pokes it down to Whitfield, who moves it immediately. Inside the front 50. Blinks.
And that is just an exquisite kick. Briggs leading his direct opponent up.
Goes short to the pocket. Steele has to stand in the hole. Can't complete the mark. Jumps back onto it. Gets it out of danger for the time being. And Whitfield up to the earlier delivery. Now the one-hander.
How clever was that? Bumped him out with the right side and just snaffled it with the left.
Looks inside the forward arc. Is there a marker there? Brown the early sit. Had levitation, but gives away the free.
Giants, Rosen one.
Oh, you've got to give that.
Mason Wood, Aaliyah right with him. He did well there.
Well, Sinclair will turn around and give him a bit of a burst here.
Loving the energy of Adam Kingsley on the bench. He's standing there screaming. If he's any closer, he's probably the 19th man on the field there.
Max Hall just desperately signaling he wants on. He wants a piece of this action. They've got to get his legs on the ground.
Both teams, fans are chanting now. Callahan knocks it down. O'Halloran, Tom Green, Angwin gets as much distance on it as possible. Brown there, knocked away from him. Cadman drops it for the boundary umpire, and we're down to 3:18. Again, the Giants can finish top 4. They must win and then hope there's a draw between Brisbane and Hawthorn. If they win this game, they'll at least get a home final from 5th or 6th.
Got to know Tom Green. He's had 3 clearances in this last quarter.
If they lose this, it's 7th or 8th, and maybe 4 away finals to win a flag. Almost impossible from there. It all comes down to this last 3 minutes for the Giants, who lead by 4 points.
Even Brisbane last year en route to the flag. They had a home final in week 1. What a finish. Tom Green gets it going forward for GWS. Turns it right angles. Bedford keeps it in front of him. Toby snaps. Got it skinny. Wilkie. The wall on the last line. And now back the other way to Stocker.
Smart kick.
Giants playing for a home final. Stocker. Long to the wing. Keeler in the contest. Goes down to Whitfield. Whitfield, a hand pass away to Brown. He gives it to Ware. Kicks to half forward. James, the sprawling mark. Tick, 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 tick. 2 minutes 20. Short to the 50. And Whitfield again. He's put his big boy pants on in this last 5 or 6 minutes.
9 possessions.
Yeah. And his kicking is always magnificent. He's run at 100% in this term at 8. Some of them have been superb. I'm not sure if he's got the length in the kick here, but he's certainly going to waste another 30 seconds or his full 30 seconds.
Time peeling off the clock. Lockie Whitfield gives an indication. Trying to lay it up to the pocket. Toby! You're kidding me! He is all world.
He just nods to his teammate. He's obviously came over and said, take the full 30. He just nods, said, of course, of course.
Well, some interest champion data just gave Whitfield an effective kick off the side of the boot.
Toby Green to finish it off. Oh, he clips the post. It's a 5-point game. St Kilda alive with 67 seconds on the clock.
We've seen this movie before. Cross the line, seen it. They've got a minute left to steal it back. It's Toby time. Leave it to me, boys. The adults are going to cover it.
I don't care what's coming the other way.
Pumps it back to the pocket. Out of play is a win. Because of behind right now, but still leave it to all.
How good's this day of footy going to be if this is the warm-up? What a mark.
Back into play. Briggs whipped out of the air. Jones, Bedford, another ball in. More seconds tick down, but it's still up for the Saints here to steal it. Can they get a clearance? Toby Green barking instructions. They got the wall set up. Taylor's behind, ready to hold it up. Marshall about to go at the ruck contest. Briggs.
Wilkie's taken off.
Marshall locks him up. And for the Saints players, they've got one last effort left in the season. This is it. All over when this 30 seconds is done. Marshall thrown out there by Briggs. Chance for Jones! The Jones ball! Home final is this! And will it be through fourth?
Well, let's have another look at this ruck contest. Raw strength. Was it legal? Did Marshall overcommit in the push of the body against back into Big Briggsy? An effective clearance. An incredibly effective clearance.
Seen some crazy finishes in this fantastic season. And this has been an outstanding contest between these two. Where lines the tackle, more seconds tick down. The Giants fans and the Saints fans who've turned up here have got every cent of their money's worth out of this. Saints have got so much to look forward to next season. They've got some upside. They've kept Naz, fights the fight here. The Giants, their fans know they stood tall today, the Giants, and now it's all about September. What can they do in September? The Giants. And where will they attack September from? A draw later today between Brisbane and Hawthorn September from top 4. Otherwise, it's 5th or 6th. And Ross Lyon knows he's got a bit to play with in 2026. It's been a super start to Super Sunday. Hope you've enjoyed it, but stick around. Here's Gerald Blakely at Marvel.
All right, folks, there we go. Game, set, match. The Giants got over the line by 11 points over the Saints. 15-14, 104, 14-9, 93. It was an absolute ring-a-ding-ding game. And, of course, that will give GWS Giants a home final. All right, that hasn't loaded up the ladder. Just for all the fans out there. No, it still hasn't loaded up. They'll go to 64. They'll jump up into 4th spot, but they'll go to 5th because Brisbane or Hawthorn will leapfrog them in just a little bit. Quick cap up here of the goal scorers, top possession getters, because we're heading over to the Western Bulldogs Freo game. Darcy Wilson ended up with 5 there for the Saints. Cooper Sharman, Paloppo with 2, Maxi Hall with a couple, Isaac Killer with 1. And of course, for the Giants, Toby Green, fantastic in that final term with Lockie Whitfield. He ended up with 4, Gretzky with 3, Darcy Jones 2, Harvey Thomas, Royston Himmelberg, Dom Green, Callum Brown, Toby Bedford with a single. Just the top disposal getters out on the ground. There we go, Jack Sinclair for the Saints, top the table with 34. Tom Green, 33, Lockie Ash 32, Lockie Whitfield 31. They were your top people in your possession. Wanganeen Miller with 23. I'll just roll on down here. Just in case anyone's out there and they're just going to pause and have a look at their players' stats, they can do that. But we are going to head over. Bring on Freo. Let's rock and roll. We are going to rock and roll. We're just going to quickly run through these stats. I'll just roll these down the board because you are spot on. We're going to head to the Freo Western Bulldogs game. That's starting in around about 4 minutes' time. And I'm going to end this one and jump straight over there. So just quickly roll down the stats. Keep all of it, the content up to date for everyone. There we go. The marks inside 50 marks, 11 apiece. Tackle count 52-47. There we go. That is your stats. There's your score. The Giants too good in what was a fantastic game and a ring-a-ding-ding final quarter. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We're going to head over now to the Western Bulldogs Freo game. So I'll end this live and jump on the next one. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.